Hello! You're listening to My Creative Life, a podcast series especially created for Cruinniú 2020.
There's loads of pictures around us.
Oh, there's me.
Hi, I'm Daniel Madden. I'm 17 and I'm from County Monaghan. I am very true to who I am, and who I am is very extroverted, very bubbly, quite flamboyant. I dress loudly. I go out in a leather fedora, a leather jacket and a coloured shirt. You know, I make sure that I'm seen. I never hide in the shadows. I'm always out in the light wherever I can find it. My passion is everything to do with theatre. There's always that moment just before curtains open. You're side stage and you're ready to go on, and everyone is in that moment with you. They're like squeezing your hand, or they're helping you breathe, or they're going through a few vocal warm-ups, and everyone is in that same place. Everyone's just a little bit nervous but so excited. There's always somebody at the prop table going like, where's my prop? Where's my prop? Where'd it go? And it's always right in front of them. You're all like, it's there, it's fine, no need to panic. There's just that nervousness and that excitement, and you're all feeling the same thing at the same moment, and that's always such a beautiful thing, because you spent so long with each other over the past few months, and now this is the moment where it all matters. So that moment is always why I love youth theatre, because everyone's in it together.
I just adore pancakes for breakfast, don't you?
Not special.
Monaghan Youth Theatre is a home away from home where I've matured into the person that I am today. I'm always one of the first people there. I'm always afraid of being late and missing something. Our director always gives us that first 10 minutes to talk to one another, because it's always such high energy. It doesn't matter if we had 6 rehearsals that week. On the 6th rehearsal, the energy will be as high as it was that first rehearsal. We'll be shouting and we'll be talking like I don't know what, and there's always that sense of community every time. There's always that, like I will say hello, I try to say hello to everybody who comes in that door, and everyone does the exact same thing. I joined when I was 14, and I was quite immature back then. Coming from stage school where I'd gotten parts, and you know, it was very much this person's centre of attention and everyone else is doing the dance, but this person, you know, and it didn't try to hide that either, which is not very nice, but I was one of the people who was the centre of attention, and I loved it. I was like, yes, I am the centre of attention, everybody love me, and I still had that mentality going to youth theatre. I came in and I was quite cocky. I was like, yeah, I belong here, this is great. But I was like, no, stop that. What are you doing? You know, people kind of took me down off my pedestal that I definitely needed. And especially I went from getting the main role the first term, and then we went into the second term where we did High School Musical, and I was given a background role. So it was a big culture shock for me, because I'd gotten the main role and then I didn't get any role. Like I had only maybe 1 or 2 lines during that, and that again taught me humility. It taught me like you can't always get everything, and sometimes you have to take what you get and you make the most of it. Everybody has an equal role, and although you may have more lines, that does not mean you're any more important than anybody else. with our youth theatre, it's a very LGBT inclusive place. I myself am a gay male. At school, I felt quite alone. I felt like I was one of the very, very few, if not the only. But then coming to youth theatre, where 50%, if not more, of the people there are openly LGBT, and they're not afraid of it. It's just really nice feeling, because you have such a community of not just people who love theatre, not just people who are really good friends, a community of people who accept each other because they understand each other. So it's just such a brilliant part of being part of youth theatre.
So I want you to shake out a hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I've been helping out with junior youth theatre for the past 3 years. Like, it started off just casually, just because I was like, I want to be in the theatre as much as I can. But that's really progressed to me getting to take charge of workshops.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1.
I decided that I really loved directing. Me and my friends over the last few months decided that we would love to put on our own production, a production that is solely run by young people. I myself have taken on the role of the director. Like, I'm always thinking about the script at any moment of the day, and an idea could just jump on me and I have to write it down. Last week, I literally woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, oh my god, that's exactly what I want. It's a prop, like it's meant to be really, really big, and I was like, I want that really, really small. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I turned on my phone, I went to the notepad on my phone, I typed in, I want Snarl to be small, and then I turned off my phone. And I woke up in the morning and I'm like, what? And I looked at my phone and I was like, oh! Wow, I forgot doing that. When I direct, like, I have it in my head how I see it moving. I have a sense of everyone's character, and I have kind of a say in how every character gets to be portrayed a little bit. I think that's really nice for me, because I just love stories, and I love portraying the stories as authentically as possible. In the movies, you have CGI and you have all these different things, so you can get away with it being a bit off, but people still enjoy the movie because it's a movie. Whereas in theatre, you don't have that to fall back on. You don't have it, oh, it's just a movie, because these are real people right in front of your own eyes. So in theatre, you have to be authentic, you have to be real. People are watching it and they realise that these are people's dreams and these are people's aspirations. These are even my dreams or aspirations being played out on the stage, and they're crying or they're laughing and you're there with them the whole time and you can feel it. It's real, it's so authentic.
You've been listening to My Creative Life. It's made by Heron Media for Creative Ireland and RTE Junior Radio to celebrate Cruinniú, Ireland's National Day of Free Creativity for Children and Young People. Cruinniú is supported by local authorities and RTE. Find out more at cruinniu.creativeireland.gov.ie.